What's up guys, welcome to a brand new Clash Royale video, and in today's video we'll be featuring a deck that counters the bridge spam meta the best, which is this deck, a Hawk deck, and with our Rocket, and we get one legendary card, the Zap, the lock. If you don't have the lock, you can sub in the Zap, and this deck is 3.6, and as you can see there, we have the guards, which is pretty special now. It's quite rare to see, but I use the guards instead of the goblin game because it is not, the lock can't kill it. Like the bridge spam kind of like battle ram and a predictive lock, and then you can deal with that. And the rocket, if you don't want a rocket, you can go for lightning or even fireball, that's as you like. So we'll be hopping into 3 replays. 2 will be bridge countering bridge spam, and then the last one will be a golem beatdown deck. And before we start the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new for more Clash Royale contents, and let's jump into the replays. Alright guys, jump into the first replay here. So in this replay we are using the Rocket version, and we are facing off the Vietnam deck, the bridge spam, which is very famous, which is in the meta and is everywhere in the Grand Challenge. So I will just show you guys this replay, hopefully give you some idea how to play this deck and how to deal with the bridge spam. And so as you can see, we get the Tombstone, Executioner, Tornado, and yeah, we have Tombstone and Executioner Tornado as our defensive options. And then the Tombstone is just, I would say, the best counter to the Battle Ram or the Bandit bridge spams. And also the Tombstone spawns the Skellies, can distract the Inferno Dragon, and then the guards are very good against bandits, so this deck work very well against this kind of bridge spam. So this is the reason why we use the Tombstone instead of the Inferno Tower, and as we can see right now, the Tombstone is actually kind of back to the meta, I would say, so because of the bridge spam. And as you can see right there, the Skelly spawn and just help out a lot dealing with the Battle Ram. And then actually Hot Rider in this deck is not the, you can't play that too aggressively like when you're playing a Hot Cycle deck. The main purpose of the Hot Rider in this deck will be to do some counter push. As you can see right there, I use my Executioner to defend his push, and then we use our Hot Rider for counter push. So this is the main purpose of the Hot Rider. And then the Rocket is to like deal with the mainly 3 Musketeer, I would say. Like maybe sometimes you can Rocket a Night Witch, but it will be a little bit aggressive. But yeah, 3 Musketeer with the bridge spam is also everywhere. So the Rocket is very great choice to deal with the 3 Musketeer, as like you can just rocket a 2 Musketeer, and then you can just deal with that push very easily. And also Rocket can deal with the 3 Musketeer heal, because like the Rocket just run shot them. You don't have to deal with the heal spells. And right here I get a pretty aggressive Rocket, I believe, yes. And kind of unlucky, we almost get Bandit, but it is what it is. And we get a bunch of damage done, and then we'll get to deal with the kind of push, but we get our Executioner down, and as you can see right there, Executioner do a lot of work, and it clean up the bats and the bandit also, but I kind of over defended. Like I don't have to use the archers, I only need to use the tornado, but yeah. And again we use the Tombstone. As you can see right here, Tombstone doing a great job distracting the Battle Ram, and then we can also deal with the bandit. And then this lock is kind of misplay. We should have lock on the Battle Ram, but instead we do it from Night Witch, but we successfully defended, and then he just tried to poison us to chip us down. But we got a Rocket, we'll win by this. If we're trying to spell cycle, we'll win for sure. And then he get a decent job defending our Hot Rider, lock it away and with the bandit, so we can't get a hit off, but we're still in a good position that we have the Rocket, so we're just finding some more chance to Rocket that. This is the good thing about Rocket. So if you're playing Fireball or Lightning, you can't just do that much. And then with Rocket, we just try to rocket cycle them, and he's smart, he just go very aggressive because we just use 6 elixir for nothing. But as you can see right there, Executioner, Tornado, Executioner and Tombstone do a very great job right there. So the game's getting pretty close, but all we need to do is cycle to 1 more rocket. But actually I didn't use the rocket, but look at the Tornado, guys, it is just so close. So we get a game. We almost lost the game because of my carelessness. But anyway, we got the game. This is a good game for this guy. So we can see this deck is working very well against bridge spam. So now let's jump into the second replay. So the second replay here, we are facing off a very similar deck as the last one. But this dude is very unique. He's using the clone spell, but instead of poison, I believe. And he have the speed ups instead of maybe Ice Golem, I forgot that. And he start with his Night Witch, and we get an Executioner, which is perfect. Oh, and his deck also get an Executioner. But anyway, so we got a Tombstone again, and this dude just clone, and luckily we have the Tornado spell, and Tornado is a very good counter to the clone spell, just because his damage is per second, and then it'll clean up all the clone stuff. So we got a pretty decent job done here. We defend that, and then his Speed Goblins just don't have enough DPS to deal with Hot Rider. We get 1000 damage off, so which is very good, and we're just gonna soak up some damage. We want to save up some elixir. We don't want to over defend that, because we can take the 200 damage off by the Speed Goblins, which is quite okay, I would say. So we are in a very good situation now. And oh, I forgot to mention, actually this replay we're playing off with the Fireball version, and yeah, you can see the difference with that. So I wanted to Fireball the Executioner with the Infernal Dragon, but luckily we got a Battle Ram, so that's still okay. And we're gonna Tornado again. As you can see right there, Tornado do a very great job against the clone, so Tornado is a very good card, I would say. And the guards, and again we'll just take some damage off. You don't want to lock and waste your elixir. So his Night Witch down, so the best counter to Night Witch is the Executioner for sure, so we're just gonna put down the Executioner, and then we will use the Tombstone to block the Bandit, so a decent job right there. And then we got a full health Executioner down the lane to kind of push. So this is what I mentioned, guys, the Hot Rider main purpose is to kind of push after you defend, and I just leak out a lot of elixir right here. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not focusing on the mon, but anyway. Again, we're gonna put down Executioner, and then we're gonna put the guards to deal with the Bandit, and then the tank for the Infernal Tower. As you can see right there, guards actually do a very great job against Bandit, and then we Fireball Executioner. So usually I don't suggest you guys to Fireball Executioner, but I figured out he have the Tornado in his his deck is not that heavy, and then our cycle is for sure bigger than his, so we will never outcycle his Tornado, so we have to try to Fireball down his tower. And then right here I just kind of greedy. I should have used the Tornado so we won't take that much damage off. I just being too stingy of our elixir, but it is what it is. So we take out all of damage done, and then as you can see, every time we use the Hot Rider, he will get his Tornado. So we've got to try to spell him down. So like 1000 damage will be like 4 Fireball and then some locks. So as you can see, I Fireball wherever there is a chance. So we have to do that because it's okay in Grand Challenge because it is just not in the ladder. We have the 3 minutes overtime, so we get a lot of damage to Fireball, and this time our Hot Rider finally break through because he's wasted his Tornado in offensively, and then we got the game now, which is GG to this guy. And let's jump into the third replay. So this replay is not against rich spam deck, which this replay is against Golem beatdown deck, and because some people will find it hard to deal with beatdown decks with this kind of deck without Infernal Tower or without some Goblin Gangs, something high DPS. So I want to share this replay with you guys, although it is not against rich spam. So as you can see, with you gotta be quick to rocket his pump, just because you don't want to let him pump up and then he'll get some positive elixir trade. So we're gonna put the guards on the left, and then we'll have our executioner on the right side to deal with the Night Witch and the 2 barbarians. And yes, our card will just clean up all the stuff, and we got a pretty healthy executioner down the lane, so we're just gonna go for the Hot Rider to kind of push. So as I said, Hot Rider is kind of push stuff, so we gotta, and he gotta use many cards to deal with our counter push, so which is decent for us. And then again we see the every time we see the pump, we just wanna be rocketing him. If you're too late and your opponents get 1 elixir off from his elixir pump, and then you rocket it, and you will be 1 negative elixir trade for you. So be aware of that. And at that point I still don't know that guy is running the Golem deck. That dude is playing very conservatively, I would say. So with the Night Witch, we just go for just do the same. We just go for the Tombstone, and then the Tombstone and the Executioner will clean that up, and then it is a kind of a value poison for our opponents. But our Executioner will still be alive, and then the tower will finish the barbarians off, and then again counter push, and then find some chance to rocket maybe. Okay, that's not, just because if you find it very hard to break through your opponent's defense, you have to find some chance to rocket the tower to finish them off, especially in Grand Challenge. Like 3 minutes is actually impossible for you to make a draw, so you have to find some chance to rocket your opponents. And then we rocket the Night Witch, which is 2 negative elixir trade, but we get a lot of damage done, which is not too bad. And then we just pull the stuff away, and then we get another Tombstone down, which is very good. And then we lock the barbarians away, and then our executioner will finish that off. And that dude just know we are gonna rocket cycle him off, and then he's playing smart. He just keep the pressure on, keep the golem going, but a lone golem will just not do any too much work to our tower, because like we got a lot of damage, a lot of defense. And then we find another chance to rocket and then use the Hot Rider. So now we're just run rocket off to victory. So we're just gonna defend and then cycle to another rocket. So this Tombstone placement can drag the golem to the longest distance. So bear in mind of that. So like we got a tornado, all the stuff together, and Executioner will just clean up all the stuff, and then I throw in well play and then a rocket, finish off the game. So GG, well play. So this is the game, the 3 replays, guys. Hopefully you have some ideas of this deck, and here's the deck again. Make sure to check that out. Very solid deck, and it can counter most of the mana on most of the current meta deck, like the bridge spam or other stuff like that. So hope you enjoy that, and be sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.